What's good, YouTube? It's RYTHREE here, and I've never heard of this lady before until like a couple of days ago. Her name is Lashana Lynch, and like I said, I never heard of her before, but apparently she is going to be playing the new what's the character called? 007, James Bond. Well, she's going to be playing the new 007. But as I was reading or I read something earlier, she won't be necessarily playing James Bond, which makes sense because, I guess James can be a female name in this day and age, especially. But, you usually don't know about too many females by the name of James Bond, you know. So I guess they're changing. Her name is not going to be James Bond, of course, or whatever. It's going to be something else. I forgot what they said it might be. But yeah, of course, basically, like it's backlash or people are complaining and stuff about her being selected as the role of 007. In which, like I said, I don't have a problem with the actresses or actors or whatever taking roles and playing parts, even if they know it's going to be controversial or have some type of backlash or whatever. Because at the end of the day, these people, they work for their money. They got to do this type, they got to act in movies and stuff, shows or whatever, to basically, to pay their bills or whatever, which is nothing wrong with that. But my problem with this is, like, wasn't they supposed to pick Idris Elba to play James Bond or 007, but they didn't. But of course, people was not having that shit. Like, for whatever reason, even though I wouldn't have cared, obviously. My deal is about these whole new characters and new iterations of characters and stuff like that, especially if they're gonna be black or whatever. It's just that why not create something new? It's not that I'm a person that's like afraid of change. No, change is good or whatever. But how much change are you making necessarily if you change something that's already been in existence? Like, it's similar to the whole Ariel Little Mermaid type shit. Like, yeah, it's good that they have a black character or a black main character casted as the main character. But it's the fact that you should feel like this is like you're getting hand-me-downs basically or something like that. Like, why can't it be like something new? With that being said, or that into consideration, Taraji P. Henson a couple of years ago came out with the movie Proud Mary or whatever it was called, which I actually need to go see it. I wanted to go see it when it came out, but I didn't never go see it. Which is, she was basically like a spy or something or whatever. Stuff like that, I don't have a problem with that. Like, it's a new story. That's, at least I think it might be based off a book or some shit, but at least that is like a new story to tell. It's not like we taking something that's already been in existence for 50 plus years and putting a new face on it. Like what they're doing with the the 007 character. And going back to what I said earlier, I don't have a problem with this at all. It's just that they just skipped over Idris Elba. Like, he wasn't, I guess, runner up or something to be playing the next James Bond. I don't know. I'm not trying to make this a race thing or a gender thing or whatever. But black men, I'm gonna first start off by saying I don't personally care if a black man or a black woman plays 007 or James Bond or whatever. But I just feel like it should be a kick in the face to black men that they would skip over tons of black actors to pick a black actress. Like, clearly, I hate to be like conspiracy theorist and stuff like that, but clearly it's some type of agenda, going on with this. Like, why a character that usually is getting played by a man, a white man at that. The new version of the character is a black woman. Like, well, I don't get it. Not saying that women can't be special super agents or whatever the hell, secret agents. That's the word I was thinking about. Secret agents. It's not that women can't be secret agents or nothing, but it's just that why they like what is the point of this? Like, I'm pretty like I don't know. I never seen this lady act before or nothing like that, but maybe she was in the movie Captain Marvel or whatever. But maybe I'll check out Captain Marvel now and see how she performed in it. She must not be that bad of an actor or actress if she's landing big jobs like this. Like, this is a huge job, and I just like I said, I wish her nothing but the best. I'm not hating or nothing, and I'm not whatever you want to call it, shaming or whatever the hell. I'm just like, why they didn't pick a black man? Like, why? And secondly, I don't know. I hate to make it a race thing, like I said before. But secondly, I just feel like since James Bond, he is like a ladies' man type of character. They didn't want a black character playing a ladies' man, especially a James Bond character, because James Bond sleep with a lot of white women for the most part. Like, he sleep with a lot of white women. They didn't want. I'm not trying to like it. All there's several shows or movies or whatever with like depicting a black man with a white woman and stuff like that. But it just seemed like it's a lot, but then at the same time it's not a lot. If you hear what I'm saying. Like I hate to bring love interest and shit into this movie and shit like that, but I'm pretty sure this lady's uh, love interest in the James Bond movie will definitely be a white man, more than likely. More than likely, she's gonna be on some Olivia Pope type shit. Which, like I said, like I'm not bashing the representation of a black woman being with a white man in film and television, but it's just like you don't necessarily see that a lot with the other way around, with a black man being a white woman, and like they just they're a good couple, or it's like I ain't gonna say a good couple, but it's like it's some bullshit behind it, basically. Like, I don't know, but like this is just I don't know. I don't know what kind of games these people are playing. When I say these people, I mean like the people that are making these movies and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of games they're playing. They could have easily just created a whole new agent. That's that's one thing I honestly haven't. Excuse me. That's honestly one thing I like. One thing that I had like a not an issue or problem with the whole 007 franchises. It's just like I don't know, something they could have been did is created different agents under different code names. Like could have been a 005 or 006. You know? But this is just my idea. It's just me. But of course, this is some people responses from Twitter, which some people are glad about it, which is to me it's not that big of a deal. But I just don't see why, since it isn't that big of a deal, why didn't they pick Idris Elba to play 007? Why? It's and like I said, I hate to bring race into it and gender or whatever, but I just feel like people would much rather see a black woman doing shit as opposed to a black man. If that makes any sense to anybody. Let's see, Niglet said, "Us, we want Idris Elba as James Bond. Producers, no. See, That's basically what I'm saying. They don't want a black man to be a producer. It don't matter if it was Idris Elba, Will Smith. What's the dude that played Dr. Dre and shit in the movie? What's the other dude? What's the dude name? Anthony Mackie and shit. There's tons of black actors that could be James Bond. Honestly, a person like Samuel Jackson could have been a James Bond back in his, wouldn't say his prime because he still is out there acting and stuff, but in his younger days. But basically, I don't understand what he mean by we want ID. Huh? Oh, I don't know. Idris? I don't know. I don't know what some of these people mean on Twitter, but I do get what they saying by like, well, it's not that big of a deal, but producers honestly don't. Oh, so this person is basically saying that it isn't a problem. Like I said, it isn't a problem because it's just a movie at the end of the day. But why couldn't Idris play the role? Especially since they've been talking about him being James Bond for years. Well, here's a vote in favor of Lashana Lynch as the new 007. Okay. Yeah. Like, of course, most of the people on Twitter, regardless of what's going on, are going to be for, especially something like this, they're going to be for it, which people are entitled to their opinions. Okay. Let me see. Grace Randolph said, you guys are not reading the details on Lashana Lynch is James Bond news. She is 007 when movie begins as his number since he's retired. Bond then comes out of retirement. There's no word that Lynch is taken. What? In fact, the Sun article even says that they're still looking for a new Bond. Okay, so obviously, like it's not 100% confirmed that she will be the new 007. And here's what I was talking about earlier. She will not be playing Bond, but will take over the code name. Brava. Phoebe Waller Bridge. What? I don't know. I don't know who the fuck that is. Brava. Phoebe Waller Bridge. I don't know. Okay. See, yeah. Basically, there's a lot of people caping and shit for this happening, but nobody. Well, there's a couple of people that I heard like ask like, what happened like to Idris Elba and stuff, being the new James Bond or whatever. But most people are not worried about that, which I'm not worried about that in a sense at the end of the day. But what happened to Idris, man? James Bond, basically. That's all I want to know. Maybe he still will become James Bond, in a sense, or whatever. But y'all comment down below. Hopefully, wasn't talking for too long, or whatever. Y'all comment down below. Give me your thoughts on Lashana Lynch possibly becoming the new 007, and subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Dislike the video if you want to, even. And also hit the subscribe button if I haven't said that already. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop new content. Without further ado, this is RYTHREE, and I'm out.